I guess wrapping up just quickly from last week, from an injury standpoint, we're really fortunate. We should be in great shape going into this week, which is good for us. A little bit about our next opponent. I think a great challenge for us, to be honest with you. Probably the most, in terms of skill, the most talented team we played from a skill standpoint this year. You're talking about a team that's got a senior quarterback who's had an outstanding career, has played really good in his first 2 football games, tremendous tailback, an entire offensive line that's coming back. You can see why they played so well 2 weeks ago. And then defensively, almost their entire front 7 coming back on the defensive side of the football. So a team that can really run, defensively creates a lot of havoc, and then offensively, as skilled as anybody we played. So, great challenge for us. And with that said, certainly any questions you have for me, I'll answer them. I from a special team standpoint, I don't know mistake-wise what happened in the first game. What would have happened in the first game?
One of the kickoffs that went out of bounds.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me was not so much the miscues on special teams as much as, you had a new guy back in the kick return aspect of things due to injury, and I think it was a situation that was a tough call. We should have done a better job as the coaches, probably not putting Johnny in that situation. And then, on the punt return standpoint, or the punt situation that happened in the game, Joe's done a great job punting the football. We've done a great job covering, put ourselves in a backed up situation. And again, I think it's more the situational thing that happened. But I really think overall we have taken a huge step forward special teams wise. But, and then obviously the last play that happens in the game, it's a situational deal, and it's tough because, Speedy does a great job. He's on one of their best gunners. I think he's looking at the returner. The call comes in a smidgen late right at the last second, and he doesn't see it. And, again, a communication error where we got to continue to do a great job. And how can we coach it better? It's not our players, it's us as coaches. So when it's those things, I'm not as concerned because I think we've got great coaches, and I see the attitude and effort of our kids. It's not a great concern for me right now.
Matt, after two.
Yeah, I think very similar. I've said these comments about Brock. Greg is not trying to be somebody else. Greg Eisworth knows who he is. He's really confident in who he is. And I think the thing that makes Greg really, really special is obviously he is super talented, but he's also got this unique ability to bring others with him. And I think, you talk about what Lawrence has done and the growth that he's made, and you see kind of this, I think the confidence that those corners are playing with. Well, it was Greg through the offseason that was kind of constantly being the rock and raising those guys up and continuing to push those guys forward. And, I think, yes, we see Greg Eisworth play really good football right now, and you saw him play a great game Saturday night, but I also can step back and watch what he's done for this football team in terms of bringing others with him. And I think that's what really makes him a really special player.
Your anticipation for them going forward?
Well, I thought, in my honest opinion, I thought one of our great challenges was this game, this past weekend, to that offensive line. I think a really good defensive front, maybe one of the best defensive fronts in college football. And if we were going to have success, we were going to have to find a way to win that battle or have a way to compete. And to be honest with you, for the last 3 years, we really haven't. And I thought for the first time since we played in this game, we've been able to go and really compete. And I was really proud of those guys. I thought, across the board, between Good Jones and Meeker, I thought they played their best 2 games, their career so far for us. Now the challenge is, can they continue to play at that level? That'll be the challenge, and continue to get better. And then, to insert Trevor, his first official start, I thought he was really physical, thought he played really good football. I thought the guy that was, would have been the player of the game in terms of success for us would have been Colin Olson moving to center. I thought he was incredible. What we asked him to do, the pulling, the moving, being singled up inside a little bit throughout the football game. I thought he was tremendous, and obviously Kniffel is the same guy every day. So, I think that group took another huge step forward. in terms of confidence and continues to grow. And is it perfect? No, but it'll never be. That's a position it's never going to be perfect. But, to not give up a sack throughout the football game, to be able to really efficiently run the football and be physical in doing so, I thought that was really big and big for that group.
This athletic department's trying to do?
Yeah, I would tell you from my end, it's what I really appreciate about our university, about Jamie, President Winterstein, their commitment to the student athlete experience. It's been second to none since I've been here, to be quite honest with you, and I do. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate, where we're going as a university, and certainly where we're all trying to go from it as an athletic department. And that's why you feel such an onus on our end as a football program to continue to push the needle forward, because you see the commitment by so many people around us right now. So just grateful, appreciative, and appreciative that we want to continue to work to move forward as a university. All right, Coach. Thank you. All right.